Okay, welcome to another episode. Uh, I just ran by this a couple days ago concerning Derrick Rose of the New York Knicks. As we all know, NBA fans know he was traded to the New York Knicks earlier in the summertime, and it's a case of allegations against him that have made the news this week because the trial is upcoming October 4th. I've seen a lot of angry fans comment online, you know, negative comments about him. I don't. I mean, listen, I don't condone violence against women. Of course, rape allegations are very serious, and they're not to be dismissed, no matter what the circumstances or what it appears to be. But, however, when there is a criminal case or civil case in this matter, it's the justice system. We look at both sides of the argument, and we decide then which is stronger and which is weaker, and that's the justice system. But there's a few red flags, as you might want to say, in this case. Apparently, the backstory is Derrick Rose was seeing or dating quote unquote Jane Doe. He's having a fling with her, and her claim was that he pressed her continuously throughout the relationship for group sex. She would not oblige, and then on the night of August 27, 2013, they exchanged text messages. Derrick Rose and a couple of his friends, it doesn't say if they're male or female, went to her apartment, and supposedly these are just nothing is fact. She was her and another roommate who was living with Jane Doe. They had been drinking. They were intoxicated, and then I guess when Derrick Rose and his friends came over, they drank more. She was described as heavily intoxicated and heavily incapacitated, and then this is where the alleged assault took place, where Derrick Rose and his friends allegedly had unconsensual sex with her, group sex with her. So that's serious. But the flags are, and this is not in any way to dismiss it, she never filed police charges immediately. She waited. She waited until the very last day to file civil charges against him. So this is going to be something the lawyers are going to use definitely. She supposedly has. They checked her Instagram account, that she supposedly has some really racy pictures, some sexually many of her photos sexually provocative and suggestive. They're going to use that against her. According to TMZ, now that they're reporting that Jane Doe will in fact file charges with the LAPD. Now, this is just probably what the lawyers are telling to do, because it'll make it look better in a civil case. Now, all this is she has been willing to settle out of court, which means she's willing to settle for some money, probably in the millions. Listen, when you were a high-profile athlete or anyone, a high-profile anyone, meaning you were in the public limelight or you have wealth, listen, you're a target. You have to be careful. You really have to be careful who you associate with. And now, this, if he's lucky, now Derrick Rose, at best, at worst, he might have to shell out a few million. It won't be the first time a high-profile celebrity or superstar athlete has done this. It's common practice. You got to watch what you do. Sometimes a lot of these uh, persons are very young, still immature, with a lot of money. They feel, all their life growing up, everybody said yes to them, say yes, yes, yes. They've been princes, since they could, since seventh grade. They see life through different eyes than the common folk do. But so this is going to impact now. We'll talk about how this might impact the next season. Listen, they traded him for very little. He's on the last year of a contract. This is now it's surfaced why this is the main reason why the Bulls traded him away for pennies on a dollar. Besides that, he's been injury plagued. But listen, now the Knicks and Phil Jackson are getting a lot of heat in the press. It's been reported that they knew about this when they made the trade, but it's only a civil. It was only a civil case, so it's not criminal charges. The allegations are serious, but it's a civil case. It's not a criminal case, and most likely their people talked with Derrick Rose's lawyer, and they probably said it'll probably wind up being a settlement, and it'll be case. If once that happens, it'll be case closed, and by when it does happen, nobody will know. After a couple of days, nobody will really remember, especially if he's playing well. So that is what I have to say. It looks bad, It's more baggage on him, but listen, who is squeaky clean? And if he does get found, there are criminal charges against him, the NBA might will probably step in and possibly investigate and suspend him. Listen, the Knicks took a gamble on him. It's and they're maybe I believe probably if he does get suspended because of criminal charges, the Knicks might not have to pay him because he'll be in breach of contracts for moral good standing. They add those into the contract, and basically his career will be over if he gets convicted. Of course, it's a shame, but the Knicks knew they didn't trade away the franchise. They traded away minor pieces. They traded away big contracts, and again, even if there is no charges or he settles out of court and he doesn't play well or he gets hurt, he's at the last year of his contract, and the Knicks will have money in the salary cap. Another case scenario is that he plays decent. The Knicks are not in the playoff hunt, and they trade him at the deadline. They get something for him. Somebody will take him. But that's about it. People have to. I didn't like people commenting all over social media. It's only it's allegations. It's something until it's in court. Until a judge rules or jury rules a verdict, you have no right, and no one has a right to slander him or make assumptions. Like again, like I said, these are serious allegations, but there is also the flip side to this. When anyone is a high profile and in the limelight or has money, they are targets, and anybody could be anybody. If maybe he ended the relationship and she got upset, where it said it was reported she didn't know he had another girlfriend in Chicago. So hey, she's taking a shot. She's gonna get paid. She's gonna get paid. That's the real world. So my advice to any athlete, and if they care, if they're listening or they know better, you got to watch out, man. Watch who you keep around you. Well, anyway, I'll end this now. Thank you for watching, and I'll upload another video very shortly.